Let's get right into this explainer. Today, we're unlocking the hidden VIP feeling reality of cruise vacations that, frankly, 90% of passengers just never get to experience. If you've ever stepped onto one of those massive 15-deck floating cities and just felt instantly overwhelmed by the sheer volume of people, the hidden fees, and the endless lines, well, you are in the exact right place. We're completely ditching the feeling of being herded like cattle. Instead, we're cracking open the Insider's Cruise Playbook to bypass those standard tourist traps and show you how to truly own the vessel. Because honestly, what if I told you the absolute best parts of a cruise are completely hidden from the general public? You know, when you see those standard cruise commercials, it all looks so effortless, right? Happy families lounging by the pool, massive cheering crowds. But the reality, it's often thousands of stressed out passengers literally fighting over deck chairs and waiting in massive winding buffet lines. So we're taking a highly tactical approach today to cut through all of that noise. As our source material perfectly puts it, ships have a whole secret adult-only side. And we are absolutely leaning into this whisper network today. I promise you, we are completely reframing how you approach your time on the water. This is not just about saving $20 on a shore excursion. No, this is about claiming a premium, almost covert level of luxury and freedom that is hiding in plain sight, literally just behind the chaos of the main deck. Okay, so here's the game plan. We're going to unlock 5 distinct cheat codes today. First, the drink package alternative. Second, the upgrade secret. Third, elite dining strategies. Fourth, the secret deck hack. And finally, casino loyalty exploits. Let's dive right in. Section 1, the drink package alternative. Time to slash that bar tab. So cruise lines make an absolute fortune pushing these unlimited drink packages. But you've got to look at the math because it's brutal. To actually break even on those expensive daily rates, you are forced to down 6 to 8 drinks every single day. For most of us, that turns vacation relaxation into a high-pressure, full-time drinking job. The much smarter insider move? Maxing out the official rules. Most lines actually allow you to bring a bottle or 2 of wine and a 12-pack of soda per person right in your carry-on. You bring that aboard and the whole dynamic flips. Think about it. Bringing your own permitted stash saves you well over $100 before your suitcase is even unpacked. But honestly, it's also about absolute convenience. You completely bypass those 20-minute bar waits for a simple drink, and you never have to pull out your cruise card just to enjoy a glass of wine on your balcony at sunset. Actually, a lot of savvy passengers do these great cabin cocktail hours, mixing strong drinks in their room before wandering the ship. If you ever spot someone in a hot tub at 11 p.m. calmly sipping iced tea from a Yeti mug, yeah, chances are there's a bit more than just Lipton in there. And it gets better. You can easily string together freebies and delayed purchases to legally drink like royalty. You literally never have to buy the package on day one. Hit up the art auctions and the captain's welcome receptions where the champagne just flows for free. Check out the loyalty mixers. And if you do decide you really want a package, waiting until day 2 or 3 often results in the cruise line quietly slashing the price to boost their lagging sales. Bold passengers will even negotiate with bar managers to buy just 1 package instead of the mandated 2 for a cabin. Trust me, a polite smile goes a very long way here. Section 2, the upgrade secret. Here is how you play the upgrade game. The dirty little secret of the cruise industry is that cabins are almost entirely about perception. The actual physical square footage difference between an interior, windowless closet-style room and a luxury balcony, it's incredibly minimal. We're talking often just a few feet. But what you're actually fighting for is the psychological upgrade. It's the privacy, the separation from those paper-thin interior walls, and the absolute freedom to breathe fresh ocean air without fighting for elbow room out in a public hallway. Turning that desire for luxury into reality requires a very specific checklist. Step 1, participate in upgrade auctions. Cruise lines frequently email last-minute bidding opportunities where a sprawling $2,000 suite can be yours for a $300 bid if the ship isn't at capacity. Step 2, book a guarantee cabin. You pay for a baseline category, but you let the cruise line pick your exact room. When the cheap rooms oversell, the algorithm just bumps you up to a better category automatically. Step 3, religiously monitor price drops. If the fare falls after you book, call them immediately. They will almost always honor the difference with onboard credit. Section 3, elite dining strategies. It is time to skip the buffet herd. Embarkation day is basically the perfect example of crowd psychology at its absolute worst. The minute people board the ship, they default to following the massive herd straight to the main buffet. It's loud, It's crowded, it's chaotic, and you'll be fighting over rubbery burgers and stale fries. The insider alternative? Head straight to the specialty sushi spot or the tucked-away main dining room. Most passengers just assume these high-end venues are closed on day one. Well, they aren't. They are usually completely empty. You can literally sit there eating sashi and sipping sake in total serenity, feeling like you own the vessel. And that elite dining experience extends well past midnight. As our source material points out, Deck 15 after 1 a.m., ask for nachos. This reveals the ultimate truth about cruising. The ship never truly sleeps. If you've just left the nightclub and the buffet is locked up tight, please don't settle for room service. By building a little bit of rapport with the late-night bartending staff, you can unlock completely unlisted food secrets. We are talking hidden nacho stations that don't exist on any deck plan, or fresh off-menu steak sandwiches. Treat the crew well, and they will totally guide you to these incredible, unscripted culinary moments. Section 4, the secret deck hack. Let's talk about own the ship hours. Insiders operate on what they call own the ship hours, knowing exactly when to experience a massive vessel like it's their own private floating palace. At 6 a.m., the massive pool decks are entirely silent. You can swim under the sunrise with the entire space to yourself. On port days, while thousands of people are scrambling off the ship for overpriced, crowded excursions, the savvy move is actually staying on board. You get instant access to 0 lines at the gym and totally empty pools. And at 2 a.m., those deserted hot tubs become the perfect spot for the most candid, relaxed late-night conversations. Beyond just timing, you really need to hunt down the physical locations the masses completely miss. Places like the forward decks near the bridge and the spa thermal suites. On a lot of ships, these unlisted heavy metal forward doors lead to completely secret outdoor observation areas that are just perfect for a private sunset. Alternatively, look at the spa. You don't always need a wildly expensive week-long pass. Often, booking a single basic massage grants you full-day access to the thermal suites. That means hours of private saunas, heated stone loungers, and hydrotherapy pools completely away from the screaming kids. Section 5. Casino Loyalty Exploits. Unlocking high-tier perks. The absolute most crucial thing to understand about the ship's casino is that it isn't necessarily about winning money. It's about proving to the algorithm that you might spend money. You absolutely do not need to be a high roller dropping thousands at the blackjack table to be treated like VIP royalty. Simply signing up for the free loyalty card and putting it into a penny slot machine ensures your play is being tracked. The system just wants to see engagement and time on the device, and once it does, it triggers rewards almost immediately. Just by socializing and playing a little bit with your card inserted, you open a floodgate of perks. First off, you'll start getting unprompted free drinks delivered directly to your machine because the system flags you as an active player. Second, you'll likely find bounce-back flyers slipped under your cabin door offering hundreds of dollars off your next cruise. Some seasoned cruisers essentially pay for their next trip purely with free vodka tonics. And third, you gain access to an exclusive, flirtier 2 a.m. social vibe that the cruise line quietly encourages, making the casino arguably the best networking spot on the water. So, we've stripped away the chaotic marketing and shown you the data-driven, tactical ways to totally elevate your experience. From outsmarting those drink packages to dining in secret and exploiting the casino algorithm, the hidden ship is out there, just waiting for you. But it brings us to one final, empowering question. Now that you actually have the playbook, are you going to keep vacationing like a passenger following the herd, or are you finally ready to rule the ship?